Hi guys, this is Tesh. Today I am going to read New York Book Part 3. Tourism. The state of New York is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the United States. Each year, more than 45 million tourists visit New York City to see the bright lights of Manhattan. Of these visitors, nearly 37 million came from the United States and more than 8 million come from other countries. Tourists also enjoy the vast wilderness in the Adirondacks, the beaches of Long Island, and Chocolata's colony excellent birdwatching opportunities. One of the state's tourist draws is the world-renowned Niagara Falls. These impressive falls are popular among newlyweds as a honeymoon destination. On the New York side, the falls are called the American Falls, and the cascade from the height about 180 feet. Visitors can travel beneath the falls aboard the Made of the Mist, a steamboat service that has been in operation since 1846. Sightseers on the Made of the Mist may get close enough to the falls to need rain gear to keep their clothes dry. So here is this page. Industry. New York is a major manufacturing center with more than 18,000 factories. These factories produce such items as electrical and medical equipment, computer equipment, clothing, plastics, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals is a chemical. Many leading US companies have their headquarters in New York City. The city is also a center in the media and entertainment industry. Many films and television programs are made in New York City studios or use the city as a background. Agriculture is important to New York's economy. Dairy farming is particularly significant. The state ranks second to Vermont in milk cereal production. So, New York is sharing some maple syrup with the state of Vermont. Floriculture, the growing of decorative plants, also contributes to the economy. Before this, the next page. Here is this page. Here is the industry of New York, and here is all this stuff. Goods and services. New York provides the nation with a variety of goods, from fresh food to fragile clothing to state-of-the-art electronic equipment. Many of New York's goods are exported to other states and countries. The state's excellent transportation system makes it a leader in distributing busy port facilities in places such as the New York City metropolitan area. Buffalo and Albany handle many of these goods. New York is the center of commerce and finance in the United States. The city's financial district, which is centered on Manhattan's Wall Street. It's home to some of the world's most powerful banks, brokerage firms, and stock exchanges. The New York Stock Exchange is a driving force in the nation's economy. This exchange evolved from a meeting in 1792 when 24 New York City stockbrokers and merchants came together. From trading purposes, New York Stock and Exchange Board It remains one of the world's largest and most influential securities markets. NAS DARK, also headquartered in New York City, is another stock exchange with worldwide influence. The State University of New York, created in 1948, is one of the world's largest educational organizations. Its many state-supported institutions of higher learning include major universities of Stony Brook, Albany, Birmingham, and Buffalo. Many colleges that receive both state and local funds belong to a system known as the City of University of New York. New York's best-known private schools for higher education include Columbia University and the Juilliard School of Music, both in New York City, and Cornell University in Ithaca. The federal government operates the U.S. Military Academy at West Point and U.S. Merchant Marine Academy at Kings Point on Long Island. Here is this page. Let's move on. American Indians. People have lived in New York region for more than 10,000 years. American Indians were the first to inhabit the area. Archaeological evidence suggests that more than 8,000 early American Indians lived along the banks of Lord Hudson River, on the Staten Island and Manhattan Islands. By the late 1500s, two major Indian groups, the Algonquin-speaking peoples and the Iroquois conservancy, inhabit much of New York. The Algonquin peoples include the Mohican, the Homokin, and the Munsee. These groups lived chiefly in the Hudson Valley and on Long Island. Algonquin groups built and lived in long wood structures called longhouses. These structures were often home to more than 50 people. The Iroquois Confederacy, founded in 1570, originally included the Mohawk, the Oneida, the Onondaga, the Cayuga, and the Seneca. Like the Algonquin peoples, the Iroquois established farming communities and living in longhouses. Each Iroquois community had a ruling council and a village chief, while the entire Iroquois Confederacy was run by Council of Elders. So that's it. This is Sresh speaking. New York Read Aloud Part 3. Bye.